You know what I come to realize? The hardest thing for some of us, and sometimes even myself, is facing that person in the mirror, right? And when I talked about yesterday, do you love yourself? That means that you have to dig deep to really answer that question. You have to uncover some things, right? You have to not hide some things. You have to reveal some secrets in order to actually answer that question, right? And I was telling somebody earlier today, it's just like two parents that are dark as the outside of an Oreo cookie and they make a beautiful light-skinned baby, right? The first thing somebody says when they see the baby, you all sure that this is your child? Because you dark and he dark, somebody had to been cheating on somebody. But we never stop to think about the bloodline, right? We only think about the parents. We don't think about what lays or lie in the bloodline. And you may say, Renee, what are you talking about? A lot of our temperament, a lot of our characteristics, a lot of our attributes are not just from our parents, but they come from our bloodline, right? So you wonder why one child is different from the other. It ain't always reflective of the parent DNA, but it's reflective of what kind of temperament that's in that bloodline. So the question then becomes, can you look in the mirror at yourself? Can you do your due diligence to dig deep in the treasures of your history and find out why you are the person that you are, why you react the way you react, why you think the way you think? That's looking in the mirror. But we never stop to think that. We want to shove it up under the bed. We want to push it to the back of the closet. But a lot of our personality lie in our parents and our bloodline. A lot of the way we think lie in our parents and our bloodline. A lot of the way we react lies in our parents and in our bloodline. But to actually find out, you got to ask some questions. You got to do some digging. You got to do some uncovering. But you also got to do the facing of some things when you find out the answer to these things. And then you got to take ownership to a lot of stuff, right? We say we want to know, but the question is, do we really? Are we comfortable in living in the darkness, or do we want to step out into the light and face some things and get a better understanding of who we are, how we come to be this person? So I was telling her, I say a lot of my makeup is because of things that I've seen as a kid, like abuse as a child. And I made myself a promise as a young version of me that I would not tolerate that as I got older, and I stick to that to this day. So then you have to ask yourself the question, what did you see? What did you experience in your childhood that you're not going to tolerate today? In certain scenarios, in certain situations, when it come down to things that's happening to children, and as you get older, you blame your parents for not protecting you, right? You may forgive them of certain things, but the biggest hurdle that you have to get over is that you realize that your parent did not protect you, right? And so when we talk about loving ourselves, we got to love everything about us, right? Even the things that we uncover, even the things that we have to face, even the things that we need to address, right? Because the past carry baggage. The past carry weight. The past carry traumatic experiences and some things that we have not faced. But if you want to free yourself and in loving yourself and really authentically loving yourself, then guess what? You got to address some things, and that may be digging in your past, right? Looking in the mirror of who you truly are and seeing if you release some things or you're still holding on to it. Because in order to truly love yourself, you got to heal yourself. You have to forgive yourself. And sometimes that means come with understanding who you are, how you got there. So again, ask the question, do you really, truly, and honestly love who you are? Or are you still holding on to a weight or a thing that you kept hidden that you have not addressed? Because your healing lies into revealing a secret. Long as you keep the secret, it's just as long as you'll keep yourself in bondage. So think about it. Think long and hard before you answer the question.